What are you in the 1% of? I was born with a neuromuscular disease called paroxysmal dyskinesis choriatosis. It sends false electrical signals from my brain to my muscles. Less than 1% of the world's population has a form of it, and it's non-life threatening, so there is next to zero research on it. I usually have headphones in so I can make it look like I'm dancing so I can play it off. I have a freckle on the back of my eyeball. They have to give me regular checkups on whether it has become cancerous or not. Penis size, but not the 1% you would brag about. Women who are very tall. I'm 6'4". I think 1% of Redditors are over 65. Yay. Got cancer in my 20s. AWWW yes. I have a B blood type which only accounts for about 1% of the population. I have 2 urethras. Edit, yes I am a male. Bottom 1% height for my age, let's go. I'm 6'4". If you're 6'4" or taller, you're in the world's top 1% tall. I gotta take a dump 3 to 4 times a day. Edit, of course that my most upvoted comment is about something like this. I mean only 1–2% of Americans have epilepsy, and when you add in those that also have Tourette's, I bet it's closer to 1%. But what would I know, I'm just a tick-riddled epileptic. I can hold my breath for over 2 minutes, and swim 2 consecutive laps underwater. There's loads of people that'll be better at it, but 1% isn't all that hard once you're kind of good in a sport. My body is trying its best to kill me. Familial hypercholesterolemia, ADPI, prolactinoma on my pituitary gland, diagnosed at very early stage breast cancer 36 yo, mastectomy, came back in bones and lungs at 45 yo. What are the chances? A live kidney donor for my sister. My proudest achievement TBH. Wow, thanks kind strangers for the awards. Richest people in the world. Now in my country? No. But in the world as a whole? Yes. I'm autistic, though sometimes, I feel it's more like 1/3 of the people on the internet. Edit, wow, thanks for the silver, gold, and freaking platinum, random strangers. I ran a 2:50 and 49 seconds marathon. That puts me in the 1% of all humans. I'm a widower and I've had a child pass away. This may be the first time my name's ever been relevant. It's actually 2%, but having green eyes. I have Bectus excavatum. It happens in about 300 to 400 births, so less than 1% actually. Instead of growing normally, my ribs grew inward, causing a sort of bowl-like shape to my chest. Edit, I didn't expect this to blow up, so I'll be a bit more specific since so many questions are coming in. No, I didn't have the noose procedure since mine isn't severe enough to affect my heart or lungs. I know 3 people that have it, and it is typically more common in males, but one of people I know that has it is a girl. My dad has it as well, although his is barely noticeable since he has more developed pecs. I can and have ate cereal out of it on occasion, but usually just to show people that I can, since it ends up being pretty messy. I'm one of fewer than 1% of all players on Steam have the puzzler achievement in Batman Arkham City GT. I have several types of synesthesia. Colors constantly in my head and amp in my vision at times. Memories or feelings can trigger smells for me. For example, if I feel very comfortable with someone, that makes my head filled with the color green and amp, I can smell cinnamon. I'm in the 1% of Redditors to have answered this question. I passed through the fire and flames on Guitar Hero 3 on Expert. I am an identical twin, I'm left-handed, and I have green eyes. You can be the 1% of anything, if specific enough. I was the first woman in my entire state to own a copy of Fire Emblem, 3 Houses. The 1% of people who will survive No Nut November. 3% of people are sensitive to sulfur, but only 3% of the 3% are truly allergic. I fall in the 3% of people that are truly allergic. Some people haven't read the other comments of me correcting everything. I admitted that it was indeed sulfur because I finally looked up everything for myself. My parents had always told me that I was allergic to sulfur, and I didn't think to question it until now. My battery life right now. My IQ, not many people can reach such a supreme level of dumbass. I don't know the exact numbers, but I only got one testicle. 1% of cats have asthma, including mine. So I guess less than 1% of people have a cat with asthma. People whose favorite Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan film is Joe versus the volcano. There are dozens of us, dozens. Reddit karma. I might have what is called a comment addiction. People in the world who have screamed the alphabet backwards in the past 30 seconds. Severe pollen allergy. Face will swell up within minutes of stepping outside if I haven't taken an allergy med that day. By being me, it's only one of me. IQ. This is about as meaningless in real life as you'd imagine. My common sense and EQ is average at best. I have a condition where I can't control my laughter. I've literally laughed when a woman told me she had cancer. Man face palming. Well, not to brag, but my dog thinks I'm pretty much the best thing since wet food. I'd say top 1% in giving head scratches and belly rubs. I've been to all 50 states. I'm a 13-year female and I'm 6 feet tall. I've never seen Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, House of Cards, West Wing, The Office, Braveheart, Edit, also Harry Potter, seen or read. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.